I was going to. I need to honestly. I just need to shuffle out these ones and see. Actually, no. We'll just do this one. We are going to start with this, the illustrated crystal. How do you pronounce this? Crystallary, I think. It's an oracle deck. 21. Can you do something for me?
Crystallary?
I was gonna say that what y'all were saying was close to what I was saying too. So
I don't fucking know.
Book club. It's book club. It's Sunday. It's book club.
Because I can't read, it sounds like a them problem, not an us problem. Thank you.
I'm weak. I'm fucking weak. I get so weak in the knees. I can hardly speak. I lose all control.
I have a jar in my fridge of the moon water, right? And Sean comes up to me, he's like, "So what's up with this moon water? Is it like alcohol or what?"
I'm
like,
weak.
It's water I put out underneath the moon.
Not as this
liquor. I turned water into moonshine.
Not okay, Jesus.
Right.
What was that?
Confirmation.
I'm weak. It was what is this? First of the fire, Larmar.
Wipe your butthole.
I literally cannot
dude.
Larmar. La-ama. Let's see what that stone. Let's see what that stone is talking about.
Maybe I shouldn't be talking.
Larmar. Let me see. The fire of volcanoes creates islands in the midst of the ocean's ceaseless churn. I was born of fire. Larmar reminds those who don't see beyond her swirling layers of turquoise blue and sea green. Look below your surface of emotions and find the fire within the water. Fire creates earth, solid ground from which new things can grow. When you're drowning or simply ready to claim your own space, a place to make a stand, or a private island paradise, Larmar will help you find your core fire, the values that ground you. And Larmar counsels when you can't fathom the motives of people around. That's funny. Sorry. Let me get my that together. When you can't fathom the motives of the people around you, look beyond their water to see their fire. This is where you'll find true understanding. 21. Can you do some for me? You know what's crazy? So all of these marketplace finds, I actually found, I didn't find that one in particular, but I think I found like volcanic rock.
What's the name of that stone again?
I'm probably not saying it right. Larimar. But look, this is volcanic rock. Huh?
Very close. She's misbehaving.
Dude. Look, it's a volcanic rock.
She needs to.
I'm the child you put in the back of the classroom.
No, she needs a tighter leash.
I'm weak.
You said the back front.
Right.
I got that was part of my got collection, and then I bought more semi-precious stones today too. Okay.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying that much attention. Is this like no, not that. I'm sorry. Let me reword that. I didn't hear the last part of what you said. Is this like a volcanic rock?
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
I'll say it like that came out ruder than that.
No. Well, I didn't even take it. No, you're fine.
But yeah,
it feels
the holes.
gross.
Yeah, but that's how volcanic rock feels to me.
Yeah.
Gross. Very porousy. Not like
yes. Yeah.
I'm
like a dried sea sponge or something.
Yeah.
Not a dry sea sponge. Where does the whole thing go? I'm weak. Okay. So that, let me light this, and then we can.
Not shots to the throat.
Where's the book? I would probably need the book.
Oh my god! Do you know what Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk have in common?
What?
They both take shots to the throat.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm deceased.
Not I'm deceased. I am no longer alive like Charlie. Not too soon. Too soon. Oh, too soon.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I was looking for this.
Sorry about that
on,
one.
so can we.
I'm so
His wife
weak.
moved on before he was even called.
Nice for what? His wife said, nice for what? Good Girls to Badass Goddess by a lady, Shespa Jones.
His
Where
wife
did
said that would be
we?
the devil's work.
Yeah, probably.
We were in chapter 6.
We were in,
highlighted wherever we left off.
I think I circled the page at the bottom.
That's right, you highlighted a saying in there.
Oh, yep.
'Cause your
No,
sister
you're right,
threw the
you're right.
highlighter
She
at you.
did throw me, yep. She did.
Right at you.
Oh, but I finished on page 80. Okay.
Aye, I'm 80.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is, alright, so this is where, perfect.
Behave.
I'm weak. Ancient view of the feminine. In both of these traditions and many of the non-Judeo-Christian religions, the feminine is held in a high regard. In the majority of indigenous cultures that are based in nature, I've studied, the feminine is held as equal to masculine, if not higher. This is the contrast to the stories many of us grew up with based on the Bible. Many ancients believe that essentially we all come from one infinite source that is neither male nor female. This non-dual source is what many refer to as God, the universe, or source of energy. In order for creation to manifest, this one source has to become dual, masculine and feminine. The combination of the divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energy gave birth to the universe, stars, planets, animals, people, and insects. It is necessary to have the polarities of masculine and feminine energy for life to exist. There is no god without a goddess for many indigenous cultures. In the tantric tradition, feminine and masculine energy was represented as Shiva and Shakti. It is in the compilation of these two divinities that gave birth to the universe. Sacred sexuality is an example of this energy. We'll discuss more of that in the next chapter. Shiva represents masculine energy. He is consciousness and awareness. Shakti represents dynamic power. She is the energy running through the universe that gives birth to creation. Without her presence, Shiva cannot act in the world. He will stay on the mountain in meditation as he is often pictured. In Tantra, it is the female goddess that activate the power of the gods. When the masculine wants power, it must draw from the feminine. It is not him ruling over her, she is activating him. She is not a curse, she is a power. In Taoism, masculine and feminine are not so much personified. I'm an idiot. Personified as deities, but instead seen as forces of nature. First is Ouija, which in Taoism represents the divine creative source. It means limitless or without boundary. Out of Ouija comes yin and yang. All of creation is made out of these two forces. Yin and yang mean shadow and light, respectively. These forces, sometimes seen as opposite, are in fact complementary and interdependent upon one another. Yin is characterized as slow, soft, yielding, diffuse, cold, wet, and passive. It is also associated with water, the earth, the moon, femininity, and nighttime. Yang, and by contrast, is fast, hard, solid, focused, hot, dry, and aggressive. It is also associated with fire, the sky, the sun, masculinity, and daytime. All substances on earth are seen as a combination of the yin and yang energy, with some things having more yin elements and others having more yang elements. Yin and yang, or feminine and masculine energies, are indispensable dualities. One cannot exist without the other. They are always interdependent. As women, we embody yin, or the feminine principle. An examination of female versus male genitalia helps to confirm this. In terms of reproduction, male sexual organs were created to disperse seeds that hold one half of the key to life. The penis enters the vagina during intercourse, and the male gives his sexual power to the woman. Male is the active energy.
I didn't know any of that.
You didn't know?
Nope.
No, had no idea.
No,
You learn something new every day.
I don't know where babies came from.
As women, our sexual organs were created to receive the seed of the male and transform it into the life within us. It is the feminine principle that holds the seeds of creation and births it, supplied by the masculine principle. Female is the receptive energy. She receives the penis and the seed of the male, which unites her with her egg to produce life. I don't know why I struggled with that for a hot second.
All of the fucking work.
Always. I need a lighter. I need a lighter. Oh, thanks, friend. From the illegal pack of lighters you got from Kroger.
Exactly.
I'm
I
so
just fucking got them too because they all have the goddamn sticker on them still. I haven't had the chance to rip them off. I hate those stickers being on them. Why? I don't know. My brain just says they don't belong.
I'm weak as this didn't even light right. No, it definitely didn't. It kind of did, but it's a struggle, bussin'. Struggle. Excuse me. Dig it out.
Oh no.
I appreciate you kindly. Within both of these philosophies, we can draw conclusions about the divine feminine energy from our own healing. Masculine and feminine energy are dualities of the same universal energy. They are dependent upon one another, each needing the other to create balance. Feminine energy can be personified as receptive, slow, wet, and yielding, having a special connection to water and the moon. Feminine energy can also be classified as the power of creative energy through which life comes into existence. It is not classified as inferior, location of sin, or fall of man. A river is a good representation of nature, of the nature of feminine and masculine energy. The banks of the river can be seen as masculine, while the flowing waters symbolize the feminine. The banks hold the river in the water. The banks hold the river in with its solid nature so the feminine waters can flow. The masculine provides structure and a safe place so that the feminine can deliver its giving waters freely. The banks do not control the river nor its superior. The banks need the river so it can be fertile and abundant, and the river needs the banks for the direction of protection. When women have a safe place for their feminine energy to flow, we too become like the river, wild, free, creative, and life-giving. We find power in our ability to flow free. We too become like the river, wild, free, creative, and life-giving. We find power in our ability to flow, be soft, receptive, and yielding. This yielding is not about submitting to a man, I can hear the gnashing of the teeth, but yielding to the divine flow of the universe, yielding to submitting to source. However, when you are in the presence of the true divine masculine, not toxic masculine energy, honey, you will willingly surrender and submit with joyous abandon. The power of the feminine lies in its ability to flow and receive, not in trying to force, manipulate, and control. The feminine is more powerful than the masculine. The soft is more powerful than the hard. The water is more powerful than the rock. Osho. There is a Nigerian saying shared by the king of Afrobeats, Fela Kuti, in his song Water No Get Enemy, which basically means water has no enemy. Who can defeat water? It is arguably the most powerful element in nature. Water puts out fire easily. This is also echoed in the above quote from Osho. It is the water that will wear away the rock, drip by drip. We have been duped to see the feminine as weak. We have been duped to see. We can sit on that for a little bit, talk about that. You should think about it. Take a second. Ding.
Matter of fact, you should
Take for
a before you fuck with a skateboard.
When the PM's in the crib, Mom. I'm weak. But specifically in the Bible, they do. It's so that all the blame is on the female.
Everywhere.
Starting in fucking Genesis with fucking Eve. Adam and Eve. It was Eve that fucked up and ate the apple.
No, it wasn't. Adam's got the apple stuck in his goddamn throat, and that's why.
But okay.
Fucker.
But
lied on Eve
I'm
like that.
weak.
I know.
But they're always.
But they're gonna put it on.
Ow! Sexy mama. Fuck it up. Take me through that. Take me through that.
Hey.
I'm so I'm like obsessed with that song now. But yeah, so that, and then from when they said that woman came from the womb of the,
The
not the
rib of the
womb,
man.
the rib of the man.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yep.
Like, be so for real. Ew, you definitely took this. This is all sticky now.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Damn.
It's never sticky. Usually they didn't
I
come
got
off
a
right.
non-sticky over here.
I'm weak.
Then
Non.
off right. I have like 6 more non-stickies in my bag, bitch.
Oh.
That game's loaded.
I'm weak. I have a pink one somewhere.
not
I just don't know.
Fuck off. This is
where-
mine now.
I don't mind the sticky sometimes.
Excuse me.
But
I'm
if you're touching
weak.
like the transfer.
They definitely have always made women to be out to be the lesser than.
Always.
But then,
because of how
And then when they
powerful
get
we
ahead, they try to
actually
knock
are.
them the fuck down.
but it's like, so between that, so imagine being a female, and then as I'm like always bringing race into it. Sorry, not sorry. My life is
No,
race.
sorry.
But then being a
There's
black
difference.
female,
Yes, there is
it's
a
like
huge
the
difference.
fuck, dude. Like,
Huge difference. I get.
It's bad enough.
oh, breaking news! They arrested. That's a lie. They did not arrest. They need to arrest. She needs to be charged and arrested. But they fired that nurse from Dallas. We're having a good night, book clubbing. I was just saying how they fired that nurse out of Dallas that made
Good,
that lady.
good.
Yeah, but she needs to be like charged, and
Yeah,
her
she
license
She
needs
needs
to
to
be
lose her fucking
revoked.
license.
That lady that. What did you post the other day? That lady that was. In
Yeah,
the,
she was literally in the
Active
fucking
labor.
yeah, and she's like, "When are you due? When are you gonna have? When are you due?" She's like, "The baby's in my ass. Like, I'm going to have
She's
the
like,
baby
I'm
now."
due today.
Like,
Were
she
you
mad.
calls one black
calls
lady
up to
that they
labor.
made basically like an incubator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Georgia. So
Yeah.
all I gathered from that is that the South is still not made for black females, black people,
At
black
all.
females. So I'm gonna not go
Or
any
the one where
further.
they
So
pulled the baby so hard they basically fucking decapitated her.
Yeah.
Decapitate that baby.
Black lady.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
And then lied to her the whole
Yes.
time.
I literally, as we're
Not
Not
talking,
also in Georgia.
on
All
a
of them.
midnight train. Well, all down south.
Always.
Little fun fact about Texas. You know, you ain't got to go to school in Texas.
All my exes live in
Nope,
Texas.
I live there.
That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee.
That's why. You know, I only know that song because of Grand Theft Auto. I was,
I fucking bet.
dude, I was too afraid to play the levels.
I know it because
in,
my mommy and daddy played it all the time.
I'm weak. That was not in my household at all. But
Unfortunately.
Grand Theft Auto, I was too afraid to play the missions because it was like too violent for me and it would freak me out. So I would literally just drive.
That freaked you out.
Bitch.
Meanwhile, I'd bang the hookers and then kill them for my money back.
Okay, but that's not playing the missions. That's just fucking the prostitutes. That's different,
No, we
bitch. I could do that.
I killed them out.
You rolled them over?
No, I
you
beat
beat
them.
them? Okay. Well, I didn't.
It's open yet. You do it.
That's why I lay my
Definitely beat
hat
them.
in Tennessee. Yeah.
Out of the brand new one today, Matilda threw it in the sink full of water.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's in back race right now, so
The
hopefully it
last
works.
one I got, it wouldn't stay charged. Every time I charged it, and I would hit it, it would be like blink, blink, blink.
Oh, no.
So I was like, fuck it, it's a loss.
Yeah, the last one I had, it worked, but like it wouldn't count my hits. But it works. I was like, fuck it.
Told you.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't,
I mean, you just
don't-
gotta.
Don't pull out on it early.
Right, like at this point, I'm not trying to be a burden. Fuck it.
Like, it does, yeah, it don't matter to me as long as it works.
Every time I charge, I would fully charge the shit, and when I went to go hit it, it would just blink like it was dead. And there's still like juice in the bitch. But I was like, fuck it, it is what it is. My loss.
Feminine versus masculine spirituality. I found God in myself, and I loved her. I loved her fiercely. That's from Nozaki Shanti. I'm like, where the hell did my lighter go before my fingers end up
I'm
sticky?
gonna get the non-sticky lighters. Right
I
now.
had a
Those are
lighter
too much
though,
for me.
because I literally had to go upstairs to get it because I had forgotten my lighter.
Thank you.
I'm
Here you go.
weak. I appreciate you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I was about to read that page again, and I was like, well, I read that
I
already.
burned my pinky, like the very tip of it right here, and so now every time it touches anything, it hurts.
Dude, I pulled a hangnail on the tip of my pinky, and now
It came
whenever
all the
I
way
do
down,
fucking
yeah.
life, it burns. As I discovered how ancients viewed masculine and feminine energy, I also changed the way I approach spirituality. For many of us living in Western society, we have been raised with masculine approach to spirituality. Masculine spirituality is force on ascending from earth to heaven. It shuns the material world, the flesh, and focuses on leaving the world behind because it's sinful or a distraction from connecting with God. It heavily promotes the ultimate truth, a right way, or a set of rigid rules, standards, and requirements to be one of the few who are truly spiritual or saved. Imagine the priest who goes in to live the monastery and never has had sex, or the monk who is going to live in the Himalayas and meditate all day. The masculine approach is not necessarily wrong or ineffective. Sometimes we need to pull away, and sometimes Sometimes we need to pull away, and sometimes having rules and protocols can help impart spiritual ideals to people who may not understand them yet. While a masculine, the hell, spiritual, but I don't need glasses though, right?
Nope. Not at all.
While a masculine spiritual approach ascends from earth to heaven, the feminine approach moves in the opposite direction. We bring heaven down to earth. Feminine spirituality is not focused on running away from the world or leaving it behind, but finding spirit or the divine in everything. Feminine spirituality is about embodiment as opposed to the strict asceticism. ASCETICISM. Wallflower. No.
Little boy be sitting just right sometimes, and he's right there in the corner.
No, for real though. What was that word?
Yeah, spell that again.
I don't even know where it is. Oh, ASCETICISM. Asceticism. It is a reflective. I'm weak. It is a reflective of compassion, healing, and love. Remember Goddess Kuan Yin, even though enlightened, she does not abandon the world, but instead shares her healing and the love with humanity. While masculine spirituality is often focused on written texts or scriptures that must be strictly adhered to, feminine traditions rely more on oral tradition and emphasize direct experience with spirit through dance and ritual. Bringing a feminine approach to my spirituality was life-changing. As a former good girl, I was really stuck on the rules on right and wrong. This is how I managed to stay a virgin until 22. I wasn't following a rule that said no sex. I was following a rule that said no sex before marriage. I had to do things right, or I believed I was a failure. I was also a strict vegan for over 7 years and was extremely judgmental of anyone who ate meat. I remember my ex-husband, who was less strict and rigid than I was. I remember my ex-husband, who was less strict and rigid than I was, bought home a vegetarian cheese substitute that had casein in it, which is a milk protein, and I raised hell. It's so funny to me now. While there is nothing wrong with choosing to be vegan or eating a plant-based diet, many of us turn into another religious dogma and use it as a way to shame and judge others. This is not the way of the feminine. I had to learn to be flexible, to eat what my body tells me instead of following strict rules based on what may work for someone else. Learning to approach my spirituality in a feminine way allowed me to be gentle with myself. I didn't have to be perfect or always get it right. I had to unlearn being strict, rigid, judgmental of myself and others, and needing to follow the rules all the time. I had to learn how to flow and love myself unconditionally. Being in touch with my feminine energy also allowed me to get in touch with my emotions. The spiritual community I was in had taught us not to identify with our emotions because the true nature was peace. While it was important to understand that emotions are fluctuating energies that come and go, and that we don't have to always identify with them. They are also important messengers. Anger teaches us a boundary has been crossed or perhaps a change needs to be made. Sadness or grief may bring to our attention to something that we need to let go and can encourage empathy. In disidentifying with my emotions, I was cutting myself off from important messages my spirit was trying to tell me. I was suppressing and stuffing them inside of myself while wearing a mask of peace because that's what I thought being spiritual was. I was spiritually bypassing, which is an ineffective way to truly heal and evolve. I learned not to dismiss emotions as not being a true reflection of my divine nature of peace, but to feel them, breathe through them, and allow the energy to move through me. The goddess does not say, "Show me your stoic face of stone." She says, "Bring your wet face, wild with cries, your rage, your sadness. It's all welcome here. I will hold space for you and love you. I welcome it all." I had to learn to become present with myself and not disassociate from uncomfortable feelings, for in these feelings are truths. Rooting myself in spirituality from a feminine center allows me to directly commune with spirit and receive the download messages and instructions that are right for me, not because it was written in a book. For me, now sometimes my spiritual practice looks like retreating and sitting in silent meditation. Other times it looks like twerking or moving in a sensual dance. I am more open, less judgmental, and most importantly, more aligned with my true badass goddess self. When we approach spirituality from the feminine center, it transforms how we see ourselves and how we see others. We begin to feel the goddess temple in our own body instead of seeing it as a source of sin. Feeling the goddess within helps us become more connected to all beings as we realize the goddess is everywhere. This is the experience for my client Dusty, who is a mother of 3, having 2 amazing children on the autism spectrum. As a teacher... Oh. Again. Damn.
It's crazy.
9 o'clock on the dot, too.
This message was like the same thing we heard in church today, like about the emotions.
Oh, not your confirmation, not
Yeah.
double confirmation.
It's weird because I think the last time,
that a lot.
Yeah.
The last time was the same fucking thing
it
too.
was. That's wild. Maybe I need to listen.
Is there like 8 more pages?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, so not bad. Prior to working with Lady Shespa, I truly lived outside my body. I didn't understand the value of my body from my own perspective, but rather from the perspective of others. I was told that my body was my temple, but I didn't really get it. I didn't feel the value of my body and didn't feel sensual. It wasn't until I started being in my body through our meditations and feminine exercises that I gasped that the ground I was standing on wasn't holy because of the ground, but because I was wholly valuable. I was a wholly valuable temple on the ground. I learned to celebrate my sensuality and my body in rituals focused on the energies and strengths of various goddesses. I celebrated not only the goddesses, but also how they lived in me. Shespa showed us how to do a breast and heart massage and yoni empowering exercises with a yoni egg. I can honestly say that every time I did a breast and heart massage, I not only felt loved and celebrated, but I was more open to receiving love and seeing love everywhere and in every aspect of my life. I saw love in the person walking their dog, to the mother holding her baby, to the dad bike riding with his family, as well as the person bagging my groceries. My heart was open and my body, especially my breast, felt truly appreciated and honored. While I was doing these exercises, I didn't criticize my voluptuous body, but rather I thanked it for supporting me all of my life. I felt extremely feminine and soft. I started taking my time to pick up my clothes that celebrated my femininity rather than just throwing anything on. I was an all-out celebration of me and my femininity in all areas of my life. To this day, I am ever so grateful for the reawakening of my feminine side and gifts. Modern womb crisis. We all have both masculine and feminine energies within us, and we all, men and women, need to have a healthy conversation to both energies in order to be balanced. However, because our society is so imbalanced with hundreds of years of patriarchy and the disregard for the feminine, most of us need to nurture our feminine energy. Especially as women, being the physical embodiment of the yin, having a disconnect from our feminine energy is detrimental to our spiritual, emotional, and physical well-being. We see the effect as evidenced by the number of womb don't split a word up in a book because I'm going to struggle. Number of womb diseases prevalent amongst women. Yeah, literally. Like, why did I? Envelop. Yeah, literally. Prevalent amongst women today, such as heavy and painful menses, fibroids, polycystic ovary syndrome, endometriosis. Whoa, fuck, dude. And infertility. In my family, most of the women in my mother's generation did not have their wombs because of disease. Meanwhile, women from previous generations, like my grandmother, birthed 11 children with no womb disease. African American women are also 3 times more likely to get fibroids than white women. What is the cause of this modern day womb crisis? That's crazy.
I didn't know that one.
I didn't know that either. Why? Well, I mean, obviously, that's the question she just asked too, but why?
Huh. Elmo's up there going through it, man.
You know what's wild to me is that every baby at conception is a female.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And then they
Like through the process, the testes and everything drops.
Yep.
If you're
Everybody starts off as a female.
So why are we looked at so weak?
Because if we found out how strong we were and we all rose up the way that we were supposed to, we'd all be in charge.
That's why I say anytime a woman does rise up above, they get knocked right back down.
Correct.
Dude, even with the brewers.
Yes.
What? When I was like, oh shit, but I was like, oh
It makes,
shit. It makes
sense.
so much sense.
Yep.
Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. How are you, beautiful? Are you smoking your thumb size blizzy? We were just talking about how African American women are more than 3 times likely to get fibroids than white women. Well, we can look at things like diet, toxins, and stress. I believe one major underlying cause of this unhealed womb trauma. What? I'm going to redo that because that doesn't even sound right. Hold on. Let's try this again. Well, we can look at things like diet, toxins, and stress. I believe one major underlying cause of this is unhealed womb trauma. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. There we go. Our womb is the power center of our feminine energy, and when she is sick and hurting, our inner feminine is hurting. Our womb is the inner creatrix. She is the power to bring forth life and death physically and spiritually. She is both a physical and psychic portal. As women, our center of gravity is in our wombs. When you look at the way a woman walks, our strides, the center of our hips. We move in an alluring figure 8 pattern. For men, their center of gravity is in their heads. This is why the masculine approaches issues through logic and reasoning, and women approach more from an emotional and intuitive place. While we feel intensely through our womb center. When we are ovulating, menstruating, and during childbirth. Because our sexual organs are internal, we have to feel them inside. We have to feel them from the inside to connect. Men do not have to have the same connection to their genitals that we do. When they look down, the penis and balls are right there. Their connection is more external. However, because we grow up in a Western society that is masculine-centered and dominated, logic, reason, and intellectualization over intuition and spirit has made many of us decenter the womb. Our center of gravity or being becomes not our wombs but our heads. When we center ourselves in our heads, our womb becomes cold and we become frigid spiritually and physically. While the womb and feminine energy is decentered, many women also suffered from sexual abuse and trauma. 1 in 5 women have been raped and 1 in 4 have been sexually abused. Many of these traumas go unreported and unhealed. My mother told me that after her rape, she refused to go to therapy. She said she just wanted to forget about it. I believe there was a connection between my mother's assault and her long-suffering battle with endometriosis. For many years, she suffered heavy bleeding and debilitating pain. When we have unhealed trauma, our wombs may erupt in disease as a way to get our attention to achieve balance. All tissue has memory, and so does the tissue in our womb. When trauma is not released, it can become stuck in the tissues of the uterus and manifest as fibroids. It can disrupt our hormones and cause imbalance and a cascade of fertility issues. When our feminine energy is stuck or suffering, we also tend to be unconnected to our creativity. While the creative energy from the womb can be used to birth a baby, we also birth projects with this energy. For some women with fibroids, with tumors, the tumors represent the creative energy that has become stuck inside her and the children that she is not birthing. When we are connected to our wombs, we feel grounded, centered, safe, stable, creative, sensual, and fertile. We are empowered and present. So how do we connect to our wombs? We have to recenter the feminine and the womb in our lives. We have to learn to listen to the womb and release womb trauma. In my coaching programs, we spend a lot of time connecting and healing the womb through meditation, herbs, movement, yoni eggs, and yoni steams. The depth of which cannot be covered in this book. I encourage you to go to my website, letgoletgoddess.com, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook to stay up to date on my latest offerings. I do invite you to partake in a sacred offering to Goddess Oshun on behalf of your womb and surrendering to your divine feminine energy. Oshun. First, I'd like to share a story about Oshun from one of the sacred Odus, or sacred stories of wisdom from the Ifa tradition, about what happens when you neglect the feminine energy. The story of Oshun tells that in the beginning, Oladumar, God, chose 17 Ermol, or divinities, to come to earth to prosper and flourish. Of the 17 chosen, only one was female, who was Oshun. Oldemar told them that they must work together and come back and report on their progress. When they go to Earth, the 16 male Ermol thought very little of Oshun. They saw her as weak compared to them, with their tools, axes, machetes, hammers, etc. They laughed at her, sent her away, and said that they could do without her. After some time, everything the male Ermol did failed. Whatever they built would fall down, their tools wouldn't work. It hadn't rained, all of the sweet water of the earth was gone, so everything was dry, nothing would grow or flourish. Frustrated, the male Ermol went back to the heavens to meet with Oldemar to find out what the problem was and to report they had failed. When they reached Oldemar, he asked, "Where is Oshun?" They shared that they sent her away because they didn't need her. Oldemar summons Oshun to come from where she was resting, and she shares how the males insulted her. Oh, I'm weak, bitch. Oldemar makes them apologize and beg of her forgiveness. She accepts their apologies and tells them don't let it happen again. When Oshun returns to Earth, sweet waters returns, fertility and the productivity returned, and the Earth flourishes. The story of Osei Torah tells what happens when we neglect and disregard the divine feminine. Because the male saw her as weak because she was female, everything they did failed. When we abandon our feminine energy, our sensuality and love, our life becomes dry and infertile. To help restore connection, I invite you to partake in this ritual to heal your womb through connecting to Goddess Oshun. So this room, why do I keep saying room? This womb.
It is a room.
Ritual. Yeah, technically it is. So the items: pumpkin, sacred to Oshun, represents fertility, abundance, and the womb.
A real pumpkin or a Jamaican pumpkin?
I'm weak because I was about to say the same damn thing, but it says pumpkin. It says pumpkin.
Okay, but
But
this
you know,
is an
but
African book, so I'm
so
gonna
as
go
well
with
with
the
the
African pumpkin. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
probably gonna be
Got it.
yeah,
It's gonna be the green pumpkin, not the orange one.
yeah, the acorn squash.
10-4.
Paper, 5 pennies. Oshun, there's 5 people in here. Oshun's favorite number is 5. Honey, sacred to Oshun, represents
Oshun?
sweetness and fertility. And then a 7-day yellow candle in a glass case. Oshun's color is yellow. And then a sweet smelling oil like sandalwood, orange, rose, or patchouli. Essential oils are recommended. Yellow flowers. And then in the Lukmi Cuban branch of the Yorbi tradition, Oshun's day is Friday. You can do this on a Friday if it moves you. Waxing or full moon cycle preferred. The process, you are going to write a letter to Oshun explaining what you would like to heal in your life related to your connection with your womb and your divine feminine energy. Cut off the top of the pumpkin, remove the insides of the pumpkin until all of the seeds, and take out all the seeds until it's empty like a gourd. Put 5 pennies on the inside of the hole, fold up the paper with your desires and place it in there. Open the honey, taste it, pour a little honey inside on the top of your letter to Oshun. Place the yellow candle in the hole. If it's difficult to stand, then place it outside near the pumpkin. Always practice safety when dealing with candles. Never leave them unattended or in unsafe positions. Fire safety. Practice fire safety. After you light the candle, run yourself a luxurious bath. Add the oils, at least 5 drops. If using essential oils, take the petals off the flowers and sprinkle them in the water. Add some honey to your water. As you add the items, pray and say your intentions. Bring the pumpkin inside the bathroom if you want with you. Burn good incense such as sandalwood. Take some time luxuriating in the water. Allow your body to absorb the energies of this beautiful bath. As you sit in the bath, listen to relaxing music, meditation music, or traditional songs for Oshun. You can place your hands on your womb, massage her, and ask her to give you a massage. Once you finish the bath, allow yourself to air dry or lightly pat yourself dry. You may want to shower prior to your bath. You want the energy to stay on your skin. Spend the evening quietly or go to sleep. Allow the candle to burn for 5 nights, and each night sit in front of the candle and pray, meditate, and affirm the healing you want. After 5 days, take offering to a river or lake. As long as it's sweet, moving water, no ocean. You can sit at the river, say prayers to Oshun. Just speak from your heart about what you'd like to heal or manifest in your life. When you are done, place your offerings in the water, turn around, and walk away without looking back. Observe what manifests in your life after doing this ritual. You may notice more joy and acceptance of your feminine energy. You may be led to detox or work with a healer to help you further release blockages in your womb. Do your best to honor your feminine energy and connect with your womb. Check in on her on a regular basis and ask her for what she needs or has to say. Also, if you'd like to learn more about the Orisha and Oshun, please see the competent priestess or a priest. And the Oshun deck is literally my favorite. So before we depart ways, we can end with a card pull from Oshun herself. Oh, let me actually not do that. Faces of Oshun. And our divine energy. Our divine feminine. Faces of Oshun. Oh, you can't see it with the thing. I'm so sniffling. I feel like I have to sneeze. Da 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 da. Ooh, you literally are right on time, Tanya. Oshun and her divine feminine energy. I honestly didn't even think. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I didn't think that Oshun would pop up in this reading.
I know.
Oshun's like, bitch, oh, what?
I am always here, thank you.
Like, how dare you count me out? I didn't necessarily count you out. I just wasn't expecting a whole, like, 2 pages in a ritual. But you know what's crazy? A couple days ago, I had seen, and I was thinking about it too, and it's funny because I just ran out of body wash, and the body wash that I bought, is the milk and honey. But I had seen something, and this girl was talking about to do a spiritual, like, honey bath. So to, like, take a shower and then just lather and just completely just immerse yourself in honey. And then to, like, wash the honey off and then air dry. So this is now the second time I have seen or heard something about bathing in honey. So that needs to be a thing. Honey. Oh, and if you are offering, oh shit.
God damn.
If you are, damn, that's mad of them. If you are giving offerings to Ocean, you got to make sure you taste it though, because she's like traumatized. They tried to poison her, and she was like, "Nope, bitch, you better taste. Nope, you taste it." And they all got sick. So yeah, to avoid all of that, just yeah, this is a lot. Okay, all right, but we're gonna do it. Okay, so the first card is Oshun of Divine Wrath, Anger, Resentment, and Vengeance. This is card number 23. And then the next one is Oshun of the the Magi? This is Alchemy, Transformation, and Change. This is card number 34. And then the next one is Oshun of Envy, Jealousy, Self-Doubt, and Inadequacy. This is card number 18. There's a snake in this one. And then the last one is Oshun of Self-Destruction, Self-Sabotage, Destructive Patterns, and Caution. And this is number 17.
There's a snake in my boot. She said there's a snake in my boot.
Damn. That sounds awful. Does not sound like an enjoyable time. Whoa.
I don't think it was an enjoyable time for Woody at all when he had a snake in his boot.
Oh, I'm weak. I'm like, I didn't get that Toy Story reference. Sorry. Over my head.
Andy's coming.
Not Andy. I'm weak. Okay. Oshun of the Divine Wrath. This is this one.
That's where I'm at.
Oshun of the Divine Wrath, Anger, Resentment, Vengeance. I acknowledge my anger as a tool for self-awareness and growth. Initiation of Shadows. Oshun of Divine Wrath compels you to confront the seething emotions within all of the emotions. Your rage, whether scared or ordinary, can be both a catalyst for change and a burden weighing you down. This turbulent storm inside you often arises when you feel wronged, disrespected, or unheard. Anger is a natural emotion, but clinging to it can be self-destructive. As a famous saying, often credited to Buddha, goes, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." What to do now? Dive deep into the roots of your anger. That's where the real work begins. Sacred rage describes a righteous anger that comes from deep injustices or violations of personal values. Explore the reasons behind your sacred rage or everyday fury. What's truly causing these feelings? By understanding your source of anger, you can transform it from a destructive force into a powerful agent for positive change. Embrace the tempest within, but don't let it drown you. Unleash your inner storm in productive ways, creating ripples of transformation in your life and the world around you. Healing ritual. Engage in a physical activity that allows you to release pent-up energy, like punching a boxing bag, running. I'm weak. Running or even screaming into a pillow. After the release, sit in a quiet space to meditate. Focus on transforming your wrath into force. No, excuse me. Focus on transforming your wrath into a force for positive change.
No.
I'm weak.
Obviously, I'm working on that.
I'm weak.
But come on.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Pretty little pothead. The next card. It is super comfy. Dude, I had my other pink one on and it said Blaze and I was super excited. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wear this to book club. But bitch, I was eating fucking buffalo wings in a piece.
Buffalo wings? Goddamn buffalo wings.
Yeah, but it ended up being a heart. So I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And I was like, but I'm not doing
That's
that.
not the vibe we're going for. We're not going for a food stained heart, guys. Come on.
A food heart. I had a chip yesterday. It looked like a heart. Hold up.
I'm weak.
I gotta find this. I gotta find this.
While you're looking for the... Oh, this is the...
That is a heart.
Oh, it is a heart. Okay, so this card is the initiation of peacocks. So, the initiation of peacocks invites you into the depths of intuition, insight, and foresight, encouraging you to trust, cultivate your innate inner vision and heightened perception. This suit aligns with the third eye chakra. Despite outward appearances, Oshun is renowned for her wisdom and emotional depth. Oshun is associated with the peacock, a bird revered in various spiritual traditions for its connection to the third eye. The eye patterns in its feathers are symbolic of clairvoyance and spiritual insight, a representation of Oshun's inner qualities. Both the third eye chakra and Oshun guide us toward higher states of awareness and spiritual understanding, reminding us of the potential for transformation and insight in each of us. The third eye chakra is our spiritual center, known for intuition, insight, and inner spirituality. Just like the chakra serves as an inner compass for navigating consciousness, Oshun acts as a divine facilitator of intuitive perception and spiritual awareness. So this is Oshun of the Magi. I transform challenges into opportunities. The initiation of peacocks, woo. Prepare for a seismic shift. Oshun of the Magi arrives at moments of intense upheaval to remind you of your power to manifest. This is an opportunity for radical change, shape-shifting obstacles into opportunities and uncertainties into pathways of growth. Take decisive action now. Awaken your inner sorcerer. You have the magic to reshape your present and future. Don't underestimate your power to change your world and the world around you. You are ready. Oshun, the Magi, calls you to actively participate in your own transformation, to transmute the base elements of your life into golden opportunities. What to do now? There's no room to be passive here. Be the architect of your destiny. Embrace the upheaval. Make conscious choices. Act with intention and watch the alchemy unfold. The third card is Oshun of Envy. And that is called...
She's fighting and losing a battle over here.
Wow, what's wrong? I'm weak. So Oshun of Envy. I see the beauty in me. I got a friend.
I didn't realize how, like, people would say evil that one looks, but it's not evil. It's like...
Her eyes look like a snake.
like jealousy, almost.
That's
Damn.
the first word on the card.
Very through.
Oh, envy is in the air. And ain't it pretty?
Not at all.
Oshun of Envy brings forth uncomfortable truths and emotions you or those around you may be wrestling with, such as envy, jealousy, or feelings of inadequacy. Rather than dismissing these emotions as purely negative, see them as powerful signals guiding you to your true desires, yet to be fully acknowledged. What to do now? This green-eyed goddess serves as a mirror for self-reflection and growth. Confront these feelings with honesty and use them as a catalyst for positive change. Embrace her wisdom and transform envy into inspiration, embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Embracing envy's shadow means facing it with self-compassion and self-awareness. Identify your triggers, discover your core desires, and channel envy into personal growth. Be mindful, limit comparisons, and lean on gratitude. Share your feelings with a trusted confidant and use creative outlets for expression. All of these emotion cards. Okay, and the fourth and final card is number 17, Oshun of self-destruction.
Along with the chapter.
Literally, all of them. Okay, Oshun of self-destruction, self-sabotage, destructive patterns, caution. I take conscious steps to transform destructive patterns into empowering choices. Initiation of shadows. Stop the self-sabotage now. This is a cautionary sign. Oshun of self-destruction emerges from the shadowy corners of your psyche to bring attention to self-sabotaging habits or thoughts, or destructive behaviors that you may be currently trapped in. Whether it's a codependent love, addictions, or procrastination, it's time to have an honest self-evaluation. Sure, this may feel unsettling, but it's also an opportunity for transformation. What to do now? By confronting the patterns that have held you back, you can open the door to healing and positive change. This goddess serves as a mirror to your self-destructive tendencies, encouraging self-awareness and personal growth. Embrace this chance to expose these patterns and journey towards a liberated self. This ominous goddess also offers an opportunity for transformation. By facing your shadow, you can uncover the destructive patterns that hold you back, opening the door to healing and change. That's crazy, though, how all four cards seemingly tie in together.
You were right, though. That was a lot.
I'm weak.
But in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like a heavy, that's too much. It was.
You could definitely. But, excuse me, I do appreciate everyone for tuning in today for Book Club. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you check out the links below. Bye.